Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Jedi Knight of the Woods channel. This is part 2, I guess, of the video I was doing on the clothes that I wear and the layering system that I use out in the woods through the seasons. What I wanted to do just quickly here is, I said I'd move straight on to the supplementary clothing that I use, but what I wanted to do is just give you a quick glimpse of the footwear, which I think is just as important. So 3 pieces of footwear here that I'll use on a regular basis, starting off just first of all on the right of the screen with just a simple pair of grey sneakers, if you like, for American buddies or trainers for us English peeps. Nice and lightweight, very, very comfortable. You know, you don't need anything too warm and weatherproof, that sort of thing in the spring and summer months. So that's those. Then moving on to my favourite pair of boots, well worn as you can see, for sort of late spring when it's still a bit damp and going into early autumn, winter. And then just on the left here are a brand new pair of boots. These are a pair of snow boots that I've got to try out next year. These are called the Trespass Yeti boots. Supposed to be fully waterproof, size 12 I take. Excuse me, in all my footwear. Looks like they've got a great tread on the bottom. As I say, fully waterproof. They do right up using this lacing system up to the top. Yeah, looking forward to trying those out. So that's basically the footwear I use, guys. You can see these brown leather boots are well worn. They're not the most expensive boots in the world. Now, I've got a brand that I've found that I really trust. These are a pair of John's Cliff. They're not the most expensive boots in the world. But do you know what? I've never ever had a pair let me down. They are waterproof up to about this point here. As you can sort of see the inside there, the tongue is part of the boot itself, so they're waterproof up to that point. I have got paracord on there as laces, guys. I did have some cheapo ones in there, and yes, they did break, so that paracord that we always talk about carrying did come in handy for my boots. Well worn, well dirty, got to clean them off and get them ready for wearing again next time. But that's my boots, John's Cliff, again size 12. I won't bother showing you the trainers, but moving on to the supplementary kit then. This is a piece of kit that I keep in the bag and the rucksack all the time. It's in an X-Bed dry bag. This is the extra small version. The reason for this, you know what the British weather's like, guys. It can change at any minute, and one sunny afternoon that you go out, everybody's dressed in shorts and a t-shirt, and you know, you're wandering through the woods on a day hike or whatever, and all of a sudden the sun goes down, it gets a bit colder, and you know, people start to suffer a little bit. So this is something I always keep in the rucksack. For the size and weight of this, it's an essential, I think, actually. In the X-Bed dry bag, let's open her up and see what we've got. Again, apologies for the camera work, but it is handheld this time round. Folded over a couple of times. And first thing to come out will be the hat. So, you know, the old saying, it's in sort of olive drab colour. Old saying, if your feet are cold, put a hat on. And that's quite a good one. That covers down to the ears and covers, you know, portion of the neck. So handy to have. That's a spare one if anyone ever needs one. Or it's something that I can put underneath, say, my big deerstalker hat type thing. Give me that extra layer if it gets really cold. Next thing to come out are a pair of fleece gloves. These are not the warmest things in the world, but you know, at the end of the day, once it's got cold out there and your hands are starting to feel the chill a bit, a pair of fleece gloves is always welcome. Those things are fairly tight fitting on me, so actually I can wear them as a liner to my bigger gloves. It's a bit of a tight fit, but you know, not the most comfortable thing in the world, but heck, I've got 2 layers of gloves on if it gets really cold. Then the next thing to come out will be, let's have a look here. I'll tell you what this will be. This is going to be a pair of Arctic socks. These are the Army issue Arctic socks. Exceptionally warm. I can quite happily wear just those Arctic socks and my boots in some pretty cold weather, and my feet will stay nice and quite warm. The other thing with this, of course, guys, as well, when you've been on your feet all day in the woods or whatever, walking around, you know, one of the most important things, as any army or services person will tell you, is to look after your feet. So I really like to get the socks that I've been wearing all day off and get a nice dry pair for sleeping in. You know, it makes such a difference when you're out there in a hammock and you've got a nice dry pair of socks on. You know what we'd say about water conducting heat away from your body 3 times quicker, I think it is, than if they're dry. This is, again, you know, there's nothing more uncomfortable than having a cold pair of feet. So yeah, good pair of Arctic socks, great addition to that bag. And have we got anything else? I think there's just one last final thing to come out of the bag, and this is just simply a hand warmer. This is one just in a pouch. It's got those little charcoal sticks inside. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this one-handed, not the most ideal, but it's just one of those that have got the charcoal sticks inside, so you've got the option to either light one end and get around about 8 hours worth of heat, or alternatively you can light both ends, and I've got a charcoal stick in there ready for action as well. So this is a new one I picked up after losing my old one. Yeah, charcoal stick in there, light both ends, you get double the heat but half the amount of burn time, obviously. So that acts as a nice little water bowl style thing. Put it in your pocket, stick it down in front of your pants if you want, you know, or the back of your pants if you so desire. But there you go, have it guys. That's basically the supplemental clothing kit that I carry, just in case things turn a bit nasty. You never know the unpredictability of the weather. And there you go. So thanks very much for joining me for the quick video. Subscribe, please do. Positive, constructive criticism, always great. Thanks guys, look forward to seeing you on another video.